Senator Bernard.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. My question is for government representative in the Senate. Senator Gold, Minister Marcy Ian announced that $1.5 million is being allocated to Canada Pride to be used for safety precautions during Pride parades and festivals this year. This money is being allocated in a reactive manner in response to the very real rise in violence and threats of violence to the 2SLGBTQ plus community. 2SLGBTQ plus people also experience everyday violence year-round here in this country in the form of workplace discrimination, systemic discrimination in the medical system, and harassment. Senator Gold, given the acknowledgement of this increased violence towards this community during Pride Month, what kind of support does the government plan to offer after Pride Month is over, and what other strategies is the government planning to put in place to protect 2SLGBTQ plus people year-round?
Senator Gold.
Well, thank you for your question, Senator, and for underlining this important issue and the vulnerability of the LGBTQ community to forms of discrimination that regrettably and often tragically continue apace. This government has done is proud of the measures that it has taken to strengthen our laws against discrimination. We in this chamber had occasion just a few short years ago to debate amendments to the Canadian Human Rights Act to broaden the protection for members of that community. The funding that you announced and other measures are designed to increase and enhance support. Provisions to bring back the Court Challenges Program is another mechanism whereby legal rights or the infringement of legal rights, which too often is the case, can be challenged by those who would not otherwise have the means to do so. The work will never be finished, and more will always need to be done until all Canadians can live with the full respect and dignity that we're all entitled to, regardless of our sexual orientation, regardless of our gender orientation, and regardless of how we choose to live. This government is proud of its commitment to support those in that community. Actions speak louder than words. Actions will continue to be taken to support the community.
Senator Bernard.
Thank you. I have a supplemental. As was mentioned, real change comes in many different forms. And workplace discrimination is certainly one of the areas of discrimination that queer people experience in the everyday. So when will the government include queer and transgender people in Canada's Employment Equity Act, which is one specific action that could be taken?
Well, thank you for the question. I'm not in a position to answer that in a specific question. I'll certainly bring that to the attention of the minister, but I will underline nonetheless that not only our Constitution but our Human Rights Act and general jurisprudence that has evolved under the equality rights provisions, both the federal and provincial legislations, are increasingly understood to prohibit such forms of discrimination. But thank you for the question. I'll bring it to the attention of the minister.